You are listening to another Third Coast Nerds podcast. One sandwich to rule them all. One Google search to find it. One layer of mayonnaise to tie it all in and bind all the ingredients together.
That is disgusting.
I think some of our listeners will not agree with putting mayonnaise on their sandwich.
That is gross.
I think one of our guests.
One of our guests doesn't like mayonnaise on a sandwich.
I don't acknowledge your existence right now.
I think if you're,
Hellman's Original is where it's at.
if you're going to put mayonnaise on a sandwich, it
oil.
must be mixed with spicy mustard. The marriage of those two is okay, but mayonnaise alone.
Because spicy
And it
mustard
needs to be
covers it
real
all.
mayo
Exactly.
with olive oil.
However, if you use spicy mustard with just a plain yogurt, you get the same creaminess and don't have to deal with fucking mayonnaise, which is disgusting.
Welcome to the Third Coast Nerds podcast. My name is Chad.
Are we doing names again?
Let's do it.
I'm Neil.
Sourbunny.
His name
Liar.
is Sourbunny.
Liar.
It's his brand. It's his brand name. You know, if I owned Google, I would introduce myself as Google.
I would too, totally.
Think of all those people talking to me. Okay, Google.
I
What's
am
up, bitch?
Google.
Right?
Wow.
It's like White House. Yeah, go ahead. Look me up. I'm White House.
I am Google.
Yeah. So I feel it.
Okay.
I feel it. I've heard much worse children names this year.
And Kyle will introduce himself in about 15 minutes.
Yeah,
When he catches up with
he
what
has
they
to
think
wait
are-
for
they
us
know
to
who I
move
am.
on.
They
We
know
have to
who I
move
am.
to another topic before Kyle tries to move
There's
us
I
back.
do. I do
involved.
like that y'all noticed that I was just sitting there like, I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, I keep
wait.
tabs. I run a clean show.
It's in his one
So
note
you're
now.
just
Do
you're just
you?
waiting for 15 minutes later to be like, let's go back to
How
last
far
week.
back are we going?
Last
Kyle?
week.
You run
Yeah.
a clean show?
I'm gonna.
Then where are the clean glasses with the whiskey?
He wants it to be a clean show.
Orderly, timely,
Orderly,
those kind
yeah.
of things.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
I
That-
see you
that is
have three
way
Mike's
different.
hard items
Shush.
on the table.
This is stuff I'm trying to get rid of your refrigerator.
It's not my refrigerator.
Kyle's
That wouldn't
refrigerator.
be in my refrigerator.
Kyle's refrigerator.
Well, one of our dear friends didn't want to take it home to put it in their refrigerator. So after a
Do
party
I
or
wait? I
something-
have a friend that drinks Mike's anything.
It was his
Well,
his
did they
lady
stop
friend
making
does.
Zima? You know.
And Matt, you know who
that
it
stuff is awesome with Jolly Ranchers.
Bud Light and
That
Mike's.
got me
Come
through
on.
high school.
Yeah, I don't partake of either.
Yeah, you went to high school with him.
I know.
He teach me how to golf.
And it smells like boiled bologna. So what's going on?
Not a lot. I finally got to watch Shield last night. For
Same. I
A
watched
long,
last night.
time break, and it was just an episode of Shield. Nothing huge happened.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, so I wasn't the only one that felt that way. That it was
Yeah.
just like,
It was,
oh look, they're back on screen. But I really kind of walked away in the middle of this to get dinner and didn't care to come back. Like,
Well, the guy that's the guy. I don't know what they call him now.
remember him.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you talking about Slash or whatever? The guy that was in what's his face, where he's all like decrepit.
Yeah, you don't know who that is? That's
No.
Ward.
Yeah, that's Ward. I can't remember his name. No, the guy that they were walking around Mexico with, the other Inhuman.
Oh yeah, they just picked that. He was in one of the later episodes. Scott
Okay,
was trying
so
to recruit him.
spoiler alert
Yeah.
for anybody that hasn't watched the new third season.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You-
Because
you
I
should
haven't,
know.
because I wait for it to be on Netflix. Because
you do
I
that?
hate commercials. That
Yeah, I don't
and-
watch it with commercials.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We've already talked about this, so screw you guys on that kind. Anyway, but what really confuses me is the fact that
Whole cookie, nice.
Now I want to beat you and do two. You want to do a competition?
oh my god,
let's do it.
I need to
Cookie
take
eating, you're gonna lose.
I need to take you to the Montrose. So we will totally get free drinks. Anyway, but what I don't know is, like, I don't understand how the Inhumans that they just introduced, and this is a way for Marvel to, like, introduce mutants and that kind of thing, right? None of
Inhumans.
these people are going to be in the actual movies.
Yeah, I mean, there's a very direct comment that came out from them that the MCU, while is in the same universe, they're not always going to be touching each other.
Okay.
So
Well, that sounds good.
Is it like a married couple that sleep in separate beds?
Yeah, essentially,
It's a
Like there's a
ball
nightstand
of-
between them?
they sleep in separate beds, but there's like 4 of them that get to sleep with anyone they want to.
Oh, so it's Lucy Ball of
This is Mark Ruffalo. This is Mark Ruffalo going, that's my secret. I'm always touching someone.
So they're never gonna like push the beds together, is what you're saying? Not even for like a night?
No.
Sounds like
Not
a horrible
which is
relationship.
weird because isn't the hot Asian chick supposed to be like the new ruler of the Inhumans?
Oh, Sky?
Yeah.
Sky is the leader of the task force that they're building that include Inhumans.
I thought that's the reason why she killed her mom, so she could be like the ruler of
Yeah,
the
she. Well, you haven't watched the beginning of season 3.
Inhumans. What? No.
Spoilers.
No, baby. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
I thought 2 things were really cool. I like Ward's, like the way they made him look, and then I really like the Quake intros.
That is really cool, but you know what? Really, really keeps me up at night. How come Heathcliff
wanna
is
know.
not on Netflix? That was like the greatest show ever. Heathcliff.
I remember watching it as a child.
Oh my god!
on, Chad.
That's what
What the
got
fuck
me
just
drawing.
happened?
He took us from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to Heathcliff
Damn right.
because he wants to watch them both
the
in bed.
toughest cat in the neighborhood, by the way. Heathcliff.
You think he would beat Garfield?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, he would rape Garfield. Make him his bitch and pimp him out on the fucking corner to all the dogs.
We're 5 minutes into this shit. And this is happening?
Sorry, my bad. I'll switch over to the mics. So, I'll be more of a sissy.
Well, now that we got his cat talk in,
Yeah.
which none of us are cat people but you apparently, but yeah, the Quake intros were really cool. I like the way there was an earthquake essentially, and then she blew off doors when she walked in a room. So, but other than that, I was like, oh, okay, well, I came back.
Okay.
I mean, the only good thing about
That's
that,
the summary. Like, some friends become enemies, some enemies become friends.
the only
It really there wasn't that. I mean, you got to think what happened.
And there
before
was
the
that
break.
one thing on that one episode that was really cool with the car chase.
We got 2 Kyles here now. Yeah, it doesn't work out as well with 2 Kyles.
no, this is worse.
Yeah, a little
Like
bit.
mine's at least trolling for a reason. Like,
This is the way he plays games too, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone tried to teach us the game where you lie to people about being a spy.
I am so good at this.
And the spy was always me or him, and there was no way the answer to his question was going to give you any idea whatsoever. So they're like, so at this location, are there a lot of people there? Orange ice cream is my favorite.
And
I like
naked.
orange over any other flavor.
So
And I'm naked.
You were naked everywhere in that game.
So what you're saying is it's pretty much a presidential election when he talks. Like,
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not.
like, yeah.
I finally got to play Legendary, which is that Marvel deck building game over the weekend.
Yeah, how was that?
It was interesting. A lot of the things I know from Magic and or Dominion carried into play. Instead of having money, you recruited. So essentially, you were building your deck with superheroes.
So this has nothing to do with like a click thingy.
Define click thingy.
The clicky thing where you actually like
It looks like you were
Where-
trying to
where-
turn your vibrator on.
yeah, like
Click
seriously, that's what they do, man. I've been to one of these tournaments before. Like it was a statewide tournament. I was
You talking
there,
about the
like,
Skylanders?
yeah, like they were clicking like and then the Hulk couldn't like
Oh, okay. So they have a card game to where the cards have used. I think it actually goes into a console as well. You have the figures, and if you own the figure, you can snap it into place and you can play as that figure.
Oh no, this is an actual card game.
like
I was really
straight
it's
up
like-
cards,
straight up
like-
cards.
I was
like-
really confused because it's like my grandfather
Like-
trying to describe technology.
So there's this squirrel.
There's a board, a fold-out board, and all that board does is tell you where to put certain stacks of cards. So, like, we picked the scenario where we were fighting Loki, and like you have to beat Loki like 4 times.
You liked it when he asked you the nil, didn't you?
Oh yeah, it was great. But you kind of draft your army. Agents give you recruiting power, and as you get more Captain Americas or more Hulks or whatever, they can all play off of each
More
other.
Hulk. So how
But-
many universes does this encapsulate?
It's legendary.
So you like? Are you getting different types of Hulks? Like, you get Red Hulk,
Yes.
you get She-Hulk, you get
You
Hulk.
get different Hulks, but there are some commons.
Can you get like multiple Thors, or is there like only one Thor?
There's a
only take-
hero like level. There's like a boss Thor. If Thor's even one of them. We didn't play with him, but there's like a boss level, and then there's uncommons, and then there's commons. So you'll get like 3 or 4 of the same one, but you don't have to buy that same one.
So it'll be like Thor is the boss. There's only one of them, but then there's like his little crew that tags.
What
along.
about
something
like
like that?
those
Yeah.
are
What about
commons.
like World Breaker?
No, World Breaker's not there.
Oh, that's the card I would want. That'd be like your ace right
But
there.
yeah,
Just
all
be
the
like,
little
boom.
the bad guys come out, and your turn essentially is attack phase, buy phase kind of thing.
I send out Hulk World Breaker.
So you attempt to kill any of the mobs they have. If they get 5 deep, when the next one comes out, it escapes. And then there's hostages and some other stuff. It was
You need to say
it
that
was
with like
pretty
a
fun.
sexier voice, man.
No,
If
I'm
you
not. I'm not
get
trying people to like be
5
driving down the road with a heart on, listening to my podcast.
Why not?
When
Because
that
it's hard to
happens-
steer.
What is
That-
wrong with that?
Safety first.
That's not going to happen because Chad quit
Just
talking.
back it up a little bit.
Everyone knows he's the radio voice.
Chad checked out 7 minutes in.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as you had to bring up fucking Garfield on a street corner.
Right.
What? Look what you. This is why we cannot have nice things.
But I think that's the one Ed bought.
But you like the dirty
so I'm gonna
things
try
I
to borrow
bring.
it from him. I enjoyed it. We played at a friend's birthday party in Pearland last weekend. So
Is it worth going to Pearland?
So is it like Yu-Gi-Oh?
I played a game of disc golf in Friendswood, then a game of disc golf in Pearland, then I went to the party. So it was worth the trip for me.
So you went to the party sweaty.
No.
Did Pluto get all of the long ones? You didn't have to chase them around?
No.
Okay.
So this is like
Yeah. It's very hard
Marvel
to keep anything
Yu-Gi-Oh?
going with them two at the end of the table.
Well, it's just
It's like you say something, and the further away it gets from the camera, it just gets turned and dropped.
Hey, mine are serious questions. I've played disc golf. It can get sweaty when you do it in the summer.
Yeah, but we're not in the summer.
Oh, I mean, the Saturday was kind of warm.
Low 70s.
Depends on if they had trees or not. Whether that would be sweaty.
You play disc golf outside. There are trees outside.
Yes, but sometimes like there's one course on Spring Cypress, no trees whatsoever. You're just being beamed by the sun no matter what time of year.
I don't know that course.
It's pretty close to 249. It's by church.
right by Garfield.
A lot of them are at churches.
hey, so real shit. Y'all seen the Avengers trailer just came out today?
No,
Yes.
let's watch it.
Which the Alex
Captain America
Ross,
3?
Spider-Man?
the Avengers
He
trailer.
calls them Avengers because
It's-
there's more than Captain America in it.
It's an Avengers movie.
yes,
Can we
it
watch
pretty much
it?
is. Have you not seen it for reals?
No, I didn't work.
Alex Ross,
I
Spider-Man.
the only time that I had today was like in my car, and I'm not going to watch a trailer and drive.
Oh, we know what you do in your car. Mm-hmm. I don't hear. Oh, I hear it now.
His job.
Oh, it's on both screens. Surround video.
Try to save as many people.
I don't know which one to look at.
Them. So much better than my
Sometimes
phone.
it doesn't mean everybody,
Right.
but you don't give up.
Tell him, kid.
Marvel.
Obligatory screen switch for copyright.
New York.
So it's showing what happened at the previous
Washington,
time.
D.C.
Yeah.
We're trying to make everyone feel all teary-eyed. This is what you did to us.
Sokovia.
People cry?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's enough.
Well, it's kind of like you're addressing the question, like, what happens when you continue to destroy every city that you try to
That's why
save
I'm
the
here.
world in?
You open up an insurance company.
Very
You need
true.
me put a check. Whatever form that takes, I'm game. I'm sorry.
Tony Stark is the
That
Geico lizard.
Situation pointed south.
You know, I'll see it in
Sometimes I wish I could. Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
Are his teeth really perfect?
I think they're making fun of movie stars in
Safest
general.
hands are still our own.
Yeah.
I want that suit where you can wear a watch that turns into your suit.
Yeah. Go-Go Gadget suit.
Yeah,
Or at
that's
least Go-Go Gadget suit hand.
as unrealistic as it is. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I was wrong about you.
And then just take someone's face off.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
About you.
So you think he's actually dead? What do y'all think? He's just knocked out, or is he dead?
They're coming for you.
I'm not the one that needs to watch their back.
This doesn't have to
Hashtag
be a
read
fight, Tony.
comic.
Nice.
Oh,
You just started a war.
Started a war, Captain.
I like those shoulder missiles too. Those are pretty sweet.
like how you do Jad's hands for shoulder missiles. We're going to cut back to that. You're going to do that immediately.
That and I really like that part of it. Where
Yeah,
Ant-Man, like,
Well, we'll go over it here in a second.
So the big villain.
And then there's the battle.
Taskmaster?
That looks like a
And
surprisingly
then
small
pause,
battle.
hold.
After credit scene.
On the roost.
Alex Ross, Spider-Man.
And then animated eyes.
What the fuck is
Animated
that?
eyes.
He looked,
They learned that from
he
Deadpool.
looked 100% CGI.
He had pupils.
Yeah, he looked 100%
He looked
CGI.
like CGI
and
wearing
not
a kid's like nightgown.
throwback, back way far for the artist here, Steve Ditko Spider-Man. The original.
He had white pupils. No. And they were...
Yeah. Something you can't quite hear, though, it's an interesting point to make. First of all, the animated pupils, bullshit. Horrible.
Okay.
Like, it works for Deadpool because that's sort of the feel for Deadpool. It's
That's
corny,
just facial expressions.
comic-y.
They need that to be able to do that.
But they
too.
combine two different things, all right? Alex Ross is Spider-Man, and then Tom McFarlane, when he was doing Spider-Man, which made Spider-Man who he is today, because...
No, Todd McFarlane was big eyes. Big eyes, really thin borders. Steve Ditko,
No,
the original,
he did
was
a
thicker
moody
borders.
fucking Spider-Man and a happy-go-lucky, I'm a super movie star, Mary Jane. That's what he did, and he did Spider-Man.
I'm talking about the
better
look
than-
that was just in the trailer.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the way he moved the eyes, too. That's the reason why Venom looks the way he does. That's why Spider-Man looks the way he does, is because of what
Well, it's
he
a
did
comic
with the
book,
eyes.
so you're going to alter the look, but it doesn't fit in with the look of anything at all in the Marvel universe as far as
totally
costumes
agree,
go.
except for Deadpool.
Well, Deadpool's not part of this continuity.
Yes, but Colossus looked good.
Colossus looked like shit. Colossus was like the worst
that-
thing in the
and
movie.
that was
sounded worse.
That was the closest.
That's
That
what I
was-
heard every time he talked.
Yeah, if there was a mutant, if there was a mutant that got off the short bus and hit 18 and suddenly had mutant powers,
If you liked him, you're on your own. Because I thought it was the worst part of the movie.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That
I
was
liked
the
the, like,
closest
I liked
I've
the-
ever seen Colossus portrayed in a movie.
no,
period.
you know,
teenager on fucking
I'll agree
Twitter,
with you on
better.
that.
That was it. That was the only reason why I liked him.
I thought he
was
sucked.
just for that simple fact that was the closest that Colossus has ever looked in a movie.
See, I had
before
this
that,
argument-
they had
Look,
a
but
pretty
the
boy
way-
underwear model dude that was like, I can barely move the mansion wall. Ugh. You know,
I talked to a few friends that are old school comic book fans, and it was one of the highlights of the film for them to see him portrayed very much like it was in the comics. I just wish they wouldn't have created such a shitty character to put on TV, because a big dude that has like no emotion, like wants to tell the kids not to cuss, and you can't understand anything he says is kind of annoying for screen time.
yeah,
Makes
a,
me wanna cuss.
a character that switched sides at one point and joined Magneto in his war against humanity.
Well, doesn't he have to though? Can't Magneto just control him?
pretty much.
He looks like a big magnet, like running around with pets.
I mean,
Yeah, like Magneto
like
like
a bad
made him
accent.
say,
it's not like Wolverine where you could just pull all of his metal out. All right, he is literally metal. If you pull all of his metal out, he's no longer a person.
No, he just moved.
Yeah, he just moved over here.
or he
you
could just
pull
be like,
all of it,
he could just be
just
like,
moved him.
blink, I'm not metal
it.
anymore. That's because he can turn that off. That's the whole mutant
Then
thing.
he should have done that, like at least once in the movie.
Yeah, which was
I don't
like pretty
believe
shit.
that because
basically the reason why they're doing that is they don't want to lock in with an actor for the next X-Men movie for that role. So they intentionally left him metal so they can just skirt around. They're like, oh yeah, it's just a big computer dude.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have to have CGI anytime they blink.
Pretty much, yeah.
ooh, they should put Blink in that. She was the greatest.
So what
character
y'all
ever
think
made.
about his like big prison water thing?
What?
It's
That when you had that thing coming out of the water where the thing was going out of the top of it, that's essentially where Tony wants to keep the Avengers. And when it
Oh,
goes
we're back
inside
on the
of it-
Avengers. I'm thinking like, what Colossus thing are you talking
Yeah, see,
about? man?
I'm not going to continue to be sidetracked, so I'll just go back to what I was talking
yeah.
about.
So
okay.
you get the look, you get that feel of the reaction that he has when he's standing in the place, and he's like, "Oh, I just built the place that we're all going to have to end up in."
Yeah, like I saw that too. Like shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to be here too. So
Okay,
I thought it
you
was
know-
kind of cool.
You
It
know what
looked like
bugs
a
me
shield.
the most about this movie coming up? About Civil War?
No.
Black Panther. Where the hell was he when the world was in peril? He has no... Hey, I've already written a little comic about that, about him and Daredevil hanging out at the bar, Joe's Tavern, by the way, where Fight Club takes place. And they're like, hey, Avengers are going to take all the credit for this, aren't they? and they sit and split a pitcher of beer. Anyway, so
Well,
I
it's the
want to know
same-
where he comes into play because we have him chasing Bucky, and you have Captain
They-
chasing him,
yeah,
and then he
all over the world.
somehow outruns this motorcycle and catches Bucky.
right. Well, they go from like Europe to Africa. So then all of a sudden, once they're in Zimbabwe or Wapakamba or wherever the hell they're supposed to be,
mic.
Wapakamba.
If that's the word he wants to read.
I don't understand. Like,
When you move
what
my
word are we
ideas-
looking for?
Yeah. Okay. Try again.
Black Panther.
Okay.
What is his African nation supposed to be? Wakanda?
I don't know.
It's I think it's
He-
Wakanda.
he's new to me.
Wakanda. Right.
Yeah.
And that's the only place in the entire world where you're supposed to be able to get like vibranium and aluminium, right?
Right.
Okay. So where the hell were his people? Where was he when aliens were attacking? Not once.
Well, where were any of
But-
them during any of the movies that are any of the singular heroes? You can say the same thing for Thor. You can say the same thing for Captain America. You can say the
I
same thing for
can't. I
movies.
know where Thor is. He's trying to save the 5 universes. All right. I got this.
Thor. I mean, his voicemail was full.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got shit
Yeah.
going
He's
on.
like,
The
we
bridge-
can no
the
longer
bridge was
get
broken.
anymore.
Well, the
this
bridge
is-
is broken. They're trying to find that
This
secret
is
way
the same
back.
thing for any of the solo movies.
Well, and when you get them all together, we've
Inexplicably.
discussed that before. If you have 15 of them trying to fight a single guy every single time, it's over. And
Well,
you know
then
the
you
other
don't
guys
have, like,
may
a
be on
secondary-
smaller missions.
You don't have a secondary enemy that's like, oh, all these bitches are in New York. I'm gonna go attack London.
right?
Let's see how fast that plane flies.
Well, just
all
hope
it take about
that
6 minutes.
Banner's not like the custodian over there, right? Because he will crush
I
that.
think it's hilarious that all these advanced civilizations from alien worlds that obviously have the power to travel across the universe don't have the power to take a look at Earth that's happening right now and go, oh, every single hero's in New York. Let's go anywhere but New York.
I don't know how fast
Oh,
can
and
Thor
hey-
get across the world though.
Yeah, but then you're just fighting Thor.
It's a bridge.
depends on how
It's
many-
a
He's fighting
teleporter.
Thor.
Yeah.
And you don't think he can take someone with him? He can't like twist the hammer with one hand and like
he
grab
was
someone with
struggling.
the other?
He was struggling against the it wasn't
He
the
doesn't
Kree.
have to do that. All he has to do is go like, "Hey, Watchman, beam me up, beam me down."
Anyway, so other
Why does that not work? I would do that.
They
in battle
can't
all
beam
the time.
down like everywhere. There's only certain spots they can beam down.
and obviously
horseshit.
you can't beam down
We're-
without
we're-
Picard
we're-
saying make it so. So next question. Interesting point of
The big
focus.
black guy that's
Interest-
watching the Rainbow Bridge. He beams everybody down, right?
Okay.
Okay, so why can't he just be like, "Hey, I need this group."
If they have the
there.
power to beam someone across the goddamn universe, how come they don't have the power to just beam someone into an existence? Like, oh, there's an enemy
Exactly.
tagging. Blink.
Exactly. I don't.
We're going to
understand.
go ahead and go gadget transport you to some other part of the dimension. But no, we can't do that because it's like against the prime. I'm crossing over universes.
The Prime
Fuck it.
Directive.
The conversation's gone here. You know,
It's against the
let's just go ahead and
Direct.
beam Galactus to like Nibiru, the 10th planet, whatever the fuck it is. Let's just go do
the
that.
new one?
Yeah, the new 10th planet.
Did they finally name it?
No, Nibiru has been like the legendary 10th planet for like forever. The hidden planet that's on the other side of the sun that's going to destroy the world because it collides with us.
It doesn't collide with us. Its rotation goes and pulls.
It's a
other
fictional
planets
fucking planet. It doesn't goddamn exist.
in. Its rotation is 100 million years.
You're going to fact check me on a fucking myth.
Mythbusters is retired, guys. There's no answer to this question.
Ah, no,
Science.
God, that makes me sad, man. That last episode, dude, Adam Savage was like crying every 5 minutes. I'm like,
glad I
oh
didn't watch
man.
it.
Apparently they hated
I did-
each other.
Oh yeah,
didn't-
they do not like each other.
I did not.
Who,
watch that
Adam
last
and Jamie?
episode.
Yeah, they were not friends.
I don't think
I-
Jamie likes
I-
anybody.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I stopped watching once they got rid of Carrie.
So 1 year.
Yeah.
So back to our trailer.
So anyway, the trailer, interesting throwback to a movie that the Marvel Universe doesn't want to acknowledge at all. The dude in the room giving him the speech is General Ross from the Incredible Hulk movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
the Iron Man
So
movie.
I really like the way that they tied all that together.
is that Edward Norton's Hulk?
Yeah,
right?
it's Ed Norton's Hulk. So you've got like this neat tie-in to acknowledge, like, yeah, we made that movie. It's part of this. It kind of kicked all this off.
That, and one thing that I thought was pretty amazing is Scarlet Witch controlling Vision.
Well, in the comics, they have like a really strong relationship.
In the comics, they're married.
Yeah, they're married, and then it's like
That's about as close as you can get, man.
it's half and half between like, oh, love, and then I want to kill you.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, so it switches back.
It's a
and
love-hate
forth.
relationship.
Yeah,
so
depending
it's,
on what it is.
So it's pretty much marriage.
Yeah. It's like you get stabby, but you just have the power to like, bad dreams. I control your bad dreams.
You
So
people
yeah,
sleep.
that's an interesting. The Scarlet Witch. I like them flexing her powers to show that she's not just the
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac. Like,
Is she the one that brought the end of all mutants, like the House of M, the fall of the House of M? She's like someone actually had the importance to ask Doctor Strange, like, oh, hey, you know Scarlet Witch has a hexing power. And he's like, what the hell is that?
it's so hard. It's so difficult to deal with the fact that you have the Scarlet Witch and Scarlett Johansson in the same movie.
Yeah.
You just get like, it's annoying to try to like mention
when
the
he
names.
said that, I was like,
Already,
I never
the
saw
hexing
Scarlett
power
Johansson
has
take
happened.
control of Vision.
I bet you could put Scarlett Johansson in the Scarlet Witch costume for the show, and no one would like the Scarlet.
Oh, no.
It's Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett's in there.
No.
By their powers combined, they are Scarlett Johansson Witch.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't mind seeing that twice.
Yeah.
We would know that.
We would, but
Yeah.
but not everyone.
Oh, no.
So did
Every
you notice?
red-blooded American would know.
Did you notice that Ant-Man, how he got to Tony Stark?
Yeah, from Hawkeye's arrowhead.
Yeah, he got shot
which was
from Hawkeye's bow and arrow.
really, really cool.
Yeah, so
Really
like,
cool.
And it's funny the way they
I'm too
chop
far
it.
away, apparently.
The way they chop it, though, you kind of see the shot, and then it zooms in, so you don't know. I had to watch
Yeah.
it again, and I was like, oh, that's even better, because
And I like Ant-Man as a character in this movie more than Spider-Man, period.
I've never liked Spider-Man, and the fact that they have this CGI cartoony looking Spider-Man with all these like real men.
Yeah.
Like really, dude.
It looked horrible.
Yeah.
It
I
looked
don't.
horrible.
The people's like that threw it off me at the end. You see, is they're two different colors. Is like, nope, don't like it.
If you listen close to the
Seriously? Sorry. What?
it's like we're not doing a show here right now.
No, you're always talking about something I did not care about. Anyway, so
Wow.
yeah,
Anyway, interesting
you're my
part.
boys. I care about you, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I really did not care about this conversation at all. I mean, if he's
Okay.
Ant-Man, why
Well, at
doesn't
least
he
have
just
enough.
bring, like,
at least
some
have enough
bullet
respect
ants
for the
with
show
him?
and what we're doing right now to understand you're on a microphone and you're live.
This
I
is true.
turned it away from me.
You can still hear you clearly. So if you want to be a part of the show, respect the process of making the show.
Not a problem.
Cool.
I was actually trying to tell her to promote us.
That's fantastic. But let's do a show.
And
What's the point of doing the show when you're talking about doing the promotion for the show in the middle of the show? It's like Inception. We're doing Inception right now.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, it's
Inception.
Inception. So
every show. We get an
interesting
Inception
point.
moment.
Interesting point about Spider-Man's mask, and this is the last thing we'll mention about it. Last thing I'll mention about it. When the pupils dilate, it's like you can hear the noise of a camera iris, which kind of ties in neat to the whole Peter Parker thing, him being a photographer. I thought it was kind of a neat touch.
I didn't catch that.
So it's going to be interesting to see. It's supposed to be designed by Tony Stark, the whole outfit or whatever.
Okay,
it's
so
gonna be-
Tony did like he called him in because it sounded like he said something, and then Spider-Man took
Yeah,
caption.
yeah. It looked like but they made a gif of Spider-Man and it's just the eyes over and over, and I'm getting angry. No, look at this. Look. Tell me if you watch that for 30 seconds, you're not going to be fucking angry. Yeah, just does it over and over.
We could have done it over there, so everyone got angry.
Well, it's like it's the Deadpool thing, and it doesn't fit here.
No, he looks completely out of place.
Yeah.
Completely. Everyone else looks like real people, and he looks like a cartoon.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't talk with a British accent, so
Holy-
that's just like totally off.
I just figured it out. He's like goth
Luckily,
Spider-Man
they
because he's
can-
got the eyeshadow.
They can mouth over. You can't see his mouth. It's probably a Brit in the suit, though, isn't it?
I think it
It's
is.
supposed to
Tom
be
Holland?
the new one.
Yeah, I think it is.
Tom Holland. That sounds like he's
Why
from, say,
do they
Holland or
keep
something.
killing people with this shit? It pisses me off. Oh, hey, there's Batman. Hey, let's do a continuous run. And we're gonna relaunch him.
So, do you
Oh,
not think that
let's do
Captain
Spider-Man.
can break the webs?
He could totally.
Again,
That's just science.
Maybe they're like special webs that Tony Stark made so Captain
See, yeah,
could-
now we don't know what level of like Tony Stark the Spider-Man is.
those eyes could be like Tony Stark. And then I'll really hate Tony Stark then, even though I
well,
like
then again,
him now.
like, why don't you have any other character? How come Tony Stark can't emote the Iron Man mask?
Well, that's what's kind of funny though. I think it'd be great if
If it was like if it was Deadmau5 and just had an LCD or whatever, and you could just emoji.
No, if Tony
that's
Stark,
Iron Man 6.
If Tony Stark is trolling Spider-Man, and that's why his suit looks like a cartoon, he's like, you know what, man, I got you. Don't worry about it.
You know what? I'd be okay with it
I'd be
only
like, okay.
because of that.
Yeah.
When he calls him in, he yells, "Hey, underoos!" You know.
So he is making fun of.
Yeah.
I've never liked Spider-Man. Never been a big fan of Spider-Man.
It can be done well. I thought the first movie, the original first Spider-Man back in
Tobey
2002, was
that
actually
Tobey?
done pretty. Yeah, it was Tobey. It was the first
hated
Tobey.
Tobey.
I am no.
At the time, I thought that was. It felt like the best Superman, the
one
best
thing-
Spider-Man for the time.
The one thing I liked about that, I don't know if it's I think it was trilogy. I can't remember which one is in when he was on the subway car at near the end of the movie where he stopped it.
Oh, where the
and-
coin.
That was 2.
Was that 2? So
Yeah,
he stops it by just keep shooting webs and basically drains himself, and the city picks him up. Because that's what you like about superheroes, like the city gets
was a great
behind you.
scene.
That was
after
that was
Civil
the
War,
only
that
thing I
shit's not
liked
going to be
about
happening.
yeah.
Because they'll turn him in for the
That was
for
the
the
only
money.
mythical thing that I could not get behind in that whole entire movie.
Was the crowd picking him up?
Yeah, from New
He's
York.
not that heavy.
Yeah. New
Well,
Yorkers,
this
yeah.
this
A
was
New York
also
Yankee
what
crowd picking him up, and I would be like, I don't see that.
Yeah, they'd help. Texans would help.
But it was
This man just
2004.
blew his load. Let's help him up.
It was 2004.
I mean, this is the same city that, like a mugger will grab somebody's purse, right, and kick him on the ground, and then run across the street, and no one does a damn thing. And this is the most overpopulated city in the world.
Actually,
and I'm like,
see, that's the
really?
difference. Is when I was in New York, that it was actually pretty friendly. Like if I looked lost, people were like, "Where are you trying to get to?"
You're
they
also
were
like
trying to
6'3" and bigger than all of them.
right?
They're like, hey,
Maybe
man,
they
there's,
were like-
there's a big dude outside. Just get him somewhere else.
You're 9 foot
Pizza
tall,
that way.
900 pounds. Please.
Well, no, I mean
leave.
this was in high school, right? So I wasn't.
Here's
I
all
wasn't-
of our takeout menus. Please leave.
They just look at it like, this is a city built for people walking. This dude is obviously not from here.
We
No, I mean, this was
delivered.
my
He
freshman
takes a
year. I
cab
look-
to
I
catch
look
up to his
different.
friends that are like 3 blocks ahead. Like, hey, those guys. You put me 3 blocks in front of them. They'll catch up in a minute. If you're smart, go 3 more blocks up and wait.
So like, so kind of the opposite of me walking anywhere with you guys at a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Like
pretty much.
I walk fast and then I have to stop. And like, where did they go?
Oh yeah,
Well, that's because we get distracted. Like, oh,
Speaking of Comic Cons, there's been some drama in the news.
Yeah.
Oh, drama, man.
Ooh, let me know. I haven't been to one in like 3 weeks. So,
You haven't read all the stuff on Space City Comic Con?
are you serious?
How Houston owns half of Comic Palooza and is trying to get them to change their name?
They sued them over the use of the
term Space City.
Space City.
And the fuck you part about it is the Houston Council for comic book conventions or whatever is
We
half
have a-
owned
wait,
by
wait,
the
wait,
city
wait,
of
wait,
Houston.
Wait. We have a Houston City Council.
Dude, the city of Houston owns half of Comic Palooza
All right, but we have a Houston City Council of Comic.
of conventions. And
Comic
they're the
conventions.
one, not comic conventions, conventions.
Oh, just conventions. So they're the ones that still let Anime Matsuri go on.
They're the ones that have a copyright on the term Space City. And they want, well, I think it may have more to do with the date they took. Because every time I've gone to Comic Palooza, it's been a Memorial Day weekend.
Oh my God, these people just keep trying to get greedier and greedier.
It is.
and
And
it's just and they're trying to beat each other. I like the fact that
well, I mean, realistically, the
Thank
only
you,
reason they
Mrs.
had to go back to
Sourbunny.
being Space City is because they ruined their name as Houston Con.
I said.
Yeah,
thank
they
you,
were-
Mrs.
they were-
Sourbunny.
I don't put a whole lot of stock in someone that's going to change their name every year and not have some
Yeah.
consistency. So I mean,
Exactly.
obviously, you do have a copyright. It's a copyright. It's a trademark. Space City.
And you know what? There's
You
not
should
gonna
probably ask or do research if any of these things are trademarked
Before you start a
you
con.
use them.
Yeah.
Well, and they were using Space City like when they first started. In
The
Yeah.
first 2
2000
cons
No,
were
no, no.
Space
This
City.
is before,
No.
like before we even went. The year before they were Space City.
Yeah, their first 2 cons.
So that was 2012.
12.
Yeah, and then they was Houston Con for a year,
It
which
was-
was the first year we had the amazing Houston Con.
And
which-
the Houston Con.
Yeah, and the Houston Con. So I was like,
It's like either way they go,
Like-
they're stepping on someone else's name right now.
well, the other ones,
Yeah.
the other ones came in after
Which other ones?
the amazing Houston Con. They didn't come to Houston until after they had changed their name to Houston Con. So I thought that was funny. The year that happened, we had 3 Houston
actually,
cons. People didn't know which con you were
they're
going
known-
to.
Yeah.
They're known for being called the amazing cons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Well, yeah.
it's amazing, and then whatever city
they're
so.
in.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when I was talking about going to that one, they're like, "Oh, the Houston Con." I'm just like, "No, amazing Houston Con." Like there were 3 that year that started or had Houston as like the main word.
Yeah, I only know of 2.
There was one that we didn't go to. That was more.
Which one was that?
I'm trying to remember what it was because me and
Really?
Just, what are you doing, man?
it kept falling. It was just going limp.
He's practicing.
Me and Ed were talking about going to it, but it ended up being like real small. It wasn't. It was at a hotel, like
Oh,
they
no,
did.
no, no,
yeah,
don't do that.
But like
How many times have we been to a hotel for a con?
that's why we didn't want to
Oh
go.
no! There is a retro gaming con that you need to go to.
What's it called?
I think it's
Retro
called,
Gaming Con?
Yeah, Retro Gaming Con. That thing is freaking.
Well, so that's what Space City Con needs to do.
What's it called? Because we were there. Oh my God! I had a gallery opening, right? And as soon as the gallery closed, like we went straight over to that con. It was a literally nonstop the entire weekend, right there off of 290. I literally think it was like retro.
Oh, are you talking
arcade
about
con?
like the pinball? The pinball
Oh my
one?
God, it
Yeah, I
was
think Garcia was going to go
pinball,
to that.
like,
the Arcade
freaking
Expo.
arcade.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
it was
that was
yeah,
sponsored.
yeah.
That was sponsored by Game Preserve. The
Yeah.
thing I go to.
The arcade up here.
Yeah, they
Oh,
were
okay.
the biggest sponsor of it.
Yeah, man, that thing is pimp.
Is it nice?
No,
I didn't get to
God.
make it last year because I had something else going on that weekend.
So
but-
all the arcades are like free. So like even like Burger Time or like Pac-Man or whatever you want to play.
have you been over there to Game Preserve?
Not Game Preserve, no.
You know what it is?
He's told me a little bit, but
The majority of the
told you more
games
than
you
a little
played
bit.
for free, the ones where you just press a button and it adds the coin, that's the way they all are over there. So you pay an entry fee per month or per visit, and all the games are free to play. So you just walk up
per
and
month thing.
I think it's like $20 a month.
No,
Go as many
I think
times
it's
as you
15,
want.
isn't it?
I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
think it's like
What if I
$20.
tell them I do the artwork for the?
You can,
Retro.
Kaiju Comics is there inside.
Oh well, then I will need to go and talk to them.
Yeah. But you also get guest passes. You get 5 guest passes per month, so you can take.
That's if you do the monthly fee and you don't just do the if you don't do the auto pay, then you don't get those guest passes.
Who doesn't do the auto pay?
I know a few people.
I do not do auto pay.
There's one.
Then no
Right
guest
here.
passes for you. Wow, that was dead.
Okay, so anyway,
Anyway.
so this is badass. When you're really, really trashed after being at a gallery opening, right? And you've already had like 5 gallons of wine, and you go and try and build the best burger at Burger Time.
I was
On
confused.
the
Like,
arcade game.
What machine? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
It would be
Uh-huh.
a challenge to build a burger by claw game.
Oh, I like
And then,
it.
and then what's
I
best?
like it.
And then what's best is putting your girlfriend who's never played Mega Man on Mega Man the arcade.
Does it come close to building a burger by claw game? Because I just think I invented some good shit.
I
That is-
think
that is some good shit right there. Like,
Yeah.
we need to do that.
people would be skinnier
Have it your
if
way.
you had to like.
Have it your way if you can accept the challenge.
You put these big ass meat hooks on the vegetables, and like it's a wet
Oh.
spoon they have to grab onto for like
Oh, the
chocolate.
vegetables? I would not have a problem. I would just be like, Belly, what?
Now you got to make the meat the hardest, right? You make the veggie burger like easy.
He
You
wants
just-
to make the meat the
But then
hardest.
And the meat, you
yeah.
have
Meat.
to like diffuse
You want
a
that hard
dynamite
meat.
bomb.
He just,
But-
he
Yeah, Arcade Expo has not set a date for 2016 yet. They were in November, right? About the right time. Late in the year.
I think so.
Because I think that may have been
But
like
they
the
are
week
very
before
hardcore
my
about their
Renfest.
pinball. Do not walk in there and just like manhandle somebody's game.
Oh, they have a bunch of pinball machines. Yeah,
Like they will literally jump you.
they can't hurt me.
I didn't say they could hurt you. I said they would jump you. There's a complete difference. I was just looking for the bar. That was completely different.
We have Daredevil starting up Thursday. I guess starting and ending on Thursday.
Really?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
Thursday?
Yeah, next week.
Oh, next-
A week from today.
I,
Today-
I was like,
today's
like-
Thursday.
Like today, I can watch it after.
Nope. Next time you can.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that with the Punisher. Oh yeah.
Ooh, Shane.
Yeah, it's. I think the dude's going to do Punisher right. I think the show is handling a lot of things right. I don't know about Elektra though, so we'll have to see. Frank Miller's not happy with it,
Oh, really?
so we'll have to see how that goes.
I mean, it can't be any worse than the movie Elektra.
This is true.
Wrong.
I don't know about that.
Well, I don't know. You can always you can always do way worse. We don't know.
yeah,
No,
I mean,
I believe
No,
it's gonna happen.
because Ben Affleck is already cast as Batman, so he can't be Daredevil.
Yeah, but
You know what?
I mean,
I
sadly,
I don't
they
blame
can
him
they
for
can
that
make
movie.
someone worse at Daredevil than Ben Affleck. I think.
exactly. You know what?
Like
It
put
wasn't-
Jonah Hill as Daredevil. Probably won't be as good as the Ben
Or
Affleck
that
one.
chick from Glee that everyone seems to like as Elektra. That'd be pretty damn bad.
Fat
What's
Amy.
Glee?
I have no idea.
Does everyone
I
like
don't know.
Fat Amy? Is that?
I think she's the most popular.
Okay, hold on. What is Glee?
It's a show with music and stuff, and it's
Ew.
best
Why
to stay.
would people watch that?
It's horrible.
None
Dude,
of us
it's
are
stay
going to
far
tell
away.
you why.
It is one of the most watched shows on the TV.
It's one of those
watch
things when you
people
see
watch it.
when you're
There's
if you-
only one
it's
musical
on the
you should
off season
watch,
of,
and that
like-
is South Park.
It's one of those things that if you see the intro for, if you just happen to be on the same channel, you throw your remote at the TV hoping to take the bitch out.
Yeah.
It's one of those politically correct movies, isn't it?
Or it's one of those ones you pause right at the beginning and then you leave, so when your roommate comes in and presses play,
Like, ha!
they send you a text, I hate you.
How many times have you done that?
I don't know.
The
You
best
have
is like their
roommates?
hands are full. They hit play and then
But yeah,
turn it
Daredevil.
off?
Daredevil looks fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. Season 1 was tremendous.
It was my second favorite Marvel show on Netflix last year.
You really like the chick movie more than you did Daredevil?
I liked the psychological thriller portion rather than a blind man running around beating people up. Yes,
yeah, but it's more fun because it's like
No.
watching a video on
that
YouTube.
and
Blind person
that
beats
foggy
up a little bully
motherfucker
kid.
made me wanted to punch him in the nutsack 7 times an episode. His friend annoyed the fuck out of him.
Is
Yeah.
not blind.
He can see outlines,
But
whatever.
in a
So
movie-
can the guy on the Magicians.
in a
He
movie
has his sixth sense.
in a movie that we won't mention because screw that studio. The movie about being hungry and possibly playing parlor games. The dude that plays Foggy.
Hold on, this
Yeah.
has got a
Hashtag fuck Lionsgate. The dude that plays Foggy is a deaf mute.
Oh
in
my god,
the
it's
movie.
so much worse.
Yeah, and he's just like doing this. the
Rosario
entire show.
Dawson was my favorite character from Daredevil.
Okay.
All right,
And then
But you've
villain.
had a thing for Rosario Dawson for
Yeah, but
ever.
she shouldn't be in a lot of it, and she was in it for a little bit. So like that's how I felt about all the other characters. Like, okay, I understand you have a friend that's your partner, but he's stupid, so I don't want to see him more than 3 times.
So if we watch season 2 together, you're going to be rooting for Daredevil to get his ass kicked, so you can see her fix him
Actually,
up.
I'm going to be rooting for the Punisher more than likely. I think that.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
hoping
going to
that
be
brings a
rooting
little
for
more
Iron
weight to
Fist
it.
to come in and just like chop everybody in half.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he brings a little
Go
more weight
kung
to the
fu.
show instead of this like the girl that just can't even and the dude that's like, hey, everybody's happy. We're being lawyers and shit. And then the Rosario Dawson really definitely brought more dramatic weight to
Yeah.
the show overall.
Yeah, and being able to tie her into both helped because
Yeah.
it gave some stability between the worlds.
And just showed them like this is what an actor does.
And that's, and that's who's supposed to be Elektra?
No, that's Night Nurse.
Yeah.
They can't call her Night Nurse.
Yeah.
I thought that's...
Rosario
They
Dawson.
should call her Night Nurse.
Who the hell are you talking about then?
You don't know who Rosario Dawson is? She's the nurse that patches them up at night.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That's
all right.
the character name in Marvel.
The Hispanic chick.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
What was her name?
Hispanic chick.
Rosario
Number 1.
Dawson.
Who was
She's the
she
first
was,
Hispanic chick. Come on.
she was at Comic Palooza last year
Yeah.
and was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, and realistically, I've enjoyed her a lot in her comedy roles.
Realistically versus fantasy.
Yeah. And this
Your
is
fantasy.
like-
you
Some of those were words. Back to you.
were, like, totally.
well, like you
upset
mentioned, the
about her.
stability it brought, like a real actress in there. That's not usually a role I would really consider her for.
Yeah.
Clerks 2. She plays around with those guys, has a lot of fun. She does some Funny or Die stuff.
Yeah.
But just her being able to come in for 4 or 5 minutes an episode, 3 or 4 episodes, like you said, added quite a bit to it.
Well,
Yeah.
she reminded me of her role in 7 Pounds.
Yeah, a little bit.
She was a little bit more serious, still with the kind of fun, jokey, like the livelihood, which is really just her. After you see her, that's just her being her apparently, because she has passion about things, but at the same time, she just seems like a fun, like easygoing, happy person.
Oh, she was like just more down to earth than anyone else
Yeah.
in that universe. She's like, oh yeah, I know how to fix this. Don't worry
I'm
about
seemed
it.
to reflect-
still confused on why you would be upset with her being in your fantasy world.
Oh, I'm not.
But you said
I'm okay
in
with that.
reality.
Yeah, in reality.
No, he wouldn't be upset if she was in his fantasy world or in his real world. Is basically what he was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you were dreaming in the real world
That's
about
my
your fantasy
world.
world, but also in the real world.
Is that an Inception?
2 minutes from now, but 17 hours ago.
Oh, not again.
Time cop.
I'm actually looking forward to Luke Cage the most. I liked his character quite a bit, and Jessica Jones.
Yeah, I still have yet to finish that show. I've seen 2 episodes. The 2 episodes I saw, I liked a lot.
Seriously, the 10th Doctor rocks ass.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So-
The 10th Doctor plays the villain in that.
Yeah. David Tennant.
David Tennant.
The Doctor of what?
Of
Doctor Who.
I don't watch the show.
The Owl Doctor.
You should.
I don't watch the show.
I don't either.
And you
but
can stop watching after 11. That's it.
I don't either,
just-
but the
that's it.
fact that he was a doctor and everyone
Well, and
liked him,
he's
and he did a
considered
really
one
good
of the.
job.
the
I was like,
best
well, if you don't
actors.
watch the show, then why would you reference it?
He referenced it. And
You reference it? Okay.
I was trying to tell you who the doctor was. It's
I
not
referenced-
Rosario
There's a
Dawson.
lot of doctors. Dr. Pepper. There's a lot of damn doctors. I don't know.
Oh, no. If you're a true fan, all you got to say is
The
10th.
doctor.
Yeah, and that's it. Like,
But if you have no clue what the hell it is, it's like
Well,
it's
I would assume
the
if you're
That's
hosting
The doctor?
the Sir Doctor.
The dirt.
if you're hosting a nerd related podcast,
Right.
the doctor is all you should have to hear to know
You-
Doctor Who.
You should be really informed about this part, man. I understand about
there's
the
at least one
electronics,
doctor in
like,
every con you've
yeah.
been to ever.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
What? Are you
But
serious?
Well,
What?
the thing is we all have
One.
we all have our specialties. Like out of this group, I'd be the Whovian, right?
Sure.
Because you don't really watch
Are
it.
you
You've seen
serious? Have you met my girl?
it. I'm talking about these 3 people.
Oh, okay.
the Whovian though sounds like you're some sort of mythological stingray that
You
flies
are.
through the air.
Who says I'm not?
You are.
That's what I don't know why. I just pictured that. That's what I
No,
pictured
no,
with
no.
Whovian.
Seriously, you are. You really fly through the air, time, space, and
With
And what else? What other dimensions?
reality.
gills that have
Reality
no
is that
purpose.
the other? Okay.
Gills that have weapons?
Gills that have no purpose. Gills that launch missiles like shoulder rockets from Tony Stark.
Those two.
Do your hand. Do your jazz hands with shoulder missiles.
Well, you got to think about it. Like those shoulder missiles are when you're flying like that, they make so much more sense than having to shoot out like you're flying. You just like, what's up? I'm going this direction. I'll tuck back so I have my propulsion behind me where it needs to be.
Well, yeah. Well,
and now I can shoot rockets straight.
Well, it makes sense because before he's flying like this, so he could shoot. Right? He has to put it back because of the propulsion coming out here. It pushes him back just enough, and his hands give him that extra boost. So it's the same speed.
it's
so
almost like
why
every
doesn't
single-
anybody just do just a singleized like MPV?
Amputee? Is that what you said?
Why?
Electromagnetic pulse, like
Oh, an
EMP.
EMP.
Okay, I thought you said
Like the
amputee,
Matrix.
too.
I heard EMT. I thought we were just going to start hurling ambulance response teams.
I heard amputee.
Have you ever seen that one Disney show?
Yeah, I don't know how that would react to Tony's suits.
No,
EMP?
No, he's good.
If you put a
He's
closed
shielded.
circuit
He's talked
system-
about it in Iron Man 2.
Yeah, he's shielded for an outside force, but I'm telling you,
If Ant-Man were to fly in and drop one in, boom, maybe that's what happens.
done.
He's like,
He's
crotch EMP.
screwed. Not only that, but
But did
Ant-Man's a billionaire.
Is Ant-Man a billionaire now?
Yeah, he will be if he drops an EMT and
Drops-
An EMT.
With an amputee driver.
He's going to shrink a medic
I said Pete.
and put him in the suit.
I guess he could go buy like a Lamborghini Hot Wheel and just make it big and sell it for a lot of money.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How would that work? The engine wouldn't work, bro.
It doesn't matter. Tell them they can't test drive it. Just meet them in the Best Buy parking lot.
like
they
every
got
Hot
there
Wheels car
somehow.
ever, like, this paint job looks kind of wavy.
Well, no. What I would do is
Any
I would,
auto person would do like for real, but
No.
any Hot Wheel enthusiast would be like fucking $8 million.
That's the biggest Hot Wheel I've
no,
ever seen.
Instead of selling it as a Lamborghini, you sell it as a car bed, right? That way, it's the best car bed ever.
Keep it in the package, and you will make so much money.
Never been opened. This car has never been opened.
Never been open. If you want to come
One
get it,
of
you'll
a
need a
kind.
crane. You'll need a bit of a crane.
Special edition.
Yeah.
$20 million,
Loot crate edition.
signed by Iron Man.
Oh, that's going to degrade the value. Should be signed by Ant-Man.
So I was
Ant-Man.
I was really hoping Ed was here.
You just can't see it.
The tick.
Yeah.
The tick.
Yeah.
You
about
know,
it?
you
I
know
was
where I
gonna-
was
I was
going.
going to talk about it too. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's Amazon, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. The Tick is coming back as an Amazon show.
They stole it from Netflix.
We talked about that with Ed on the show
Bastards.
like 6 months ago when it was first rumored.
Yeah, but
It
that
was rumored,
Netflix.
but it wasn't final.
Now
It
it's
was
Amazon.
Netflix.
See, I always thought it was Amazon.
It was rumored on Netflix. Amazon
Wow.
picked it up.
Okay, I always heard Amazon. I never remember Netflix.
So now it's the real deal.
Yeah, so
They give release
that's
date.
for you, Ed.
Release
That's
date?
BS.
Yes.
You know
No?
what? Screw Amazon. They stole all my Doctor Who shows too.
Did they take him off your list?
Yes, they did. And you know what really pisses me off is that.
What grinds your
Freaking-
gears?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sorry. This is a.
The grind your gears segment.
Yeah. What really grinds my gears is the fact that I love like some of the shows that they put on there, and then I watch them from the very beginning, and then without any warning, they'll just be like, "Oh yeah, there's 2 seasons," and I'm like, "All right, that's cool. This is the first 2 seasons." No, it's like 4 and 8. Or-
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, Eureka! Oh my God, I love that show.
It was a good show. I enjoyed it.
I
used
love
to all
watching
be
it
on Netflix.
from the very beginning to the very end. We argued about the fact that I hated the fact that we had it to like watch like 2 episodes and then it was like, hey, do you want to continue watching Eureka? Motherfucker, I have it on. All right, watch it. Yes, I don't want to have to keep clicking fucking okay.
Are you watching The 100?
No.
The 100 is a show about kind of a post-apocalyptic world. 13
But then
space stations.
Wait. The 2 seasons that they picked to keep for Eureka
I see why you and Kyle hang out so much. Y'all never finish a conversation.
were 5 and 6. They only had 6 seasons. Like, how do you get into a show and be like, oh yeah, I want to watch
1,
5
and
and
6.
6? Yeah.
But
okay, go ahead.
the
Yeah.
girl cop from that show,
Okay.
she's in The 100.
Joe.
The 100 is essentially the world after nukes and stuff.
Gotcha.
And
So
space
100 years
stations
after that.
No, the 100 is the 100 teen criminals that they drop down to Earth to see if it's survivable.
Oh, okay. So this is like, what, 200 years after?
No, this is like maybe 100 years after. A lot of the shit's going down on the space station, so they have to. They've been like,
So my first guess was right.
yeah,
Okay.
they've been culling people so that they could continue life support throughout the years and stuff. And they shoot down 100 kids in a pod to test the Earth.
Trouble.
But she ends up being on that show. She showed up in one of the later seasons. Like, hell yeah, she got another job. But yeah,
With Sci-Fi.
yeah, exactly. Well, no, 100 CW.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, CW show.
Isn't that owned by Sci-Fi?
I don't know. Is
I
it
think the parent company owns both of them. Hey,
Warner Brothers?
you.
Does Warner Brothers own Sci-Fi? CW
No.
and Sci-Fi now.
WB does not.
Sci-Fi. And the only thing that keeps Sci-Fi on the air is Face Off, which everybody should watch.
Yeah, it's probably their best running. Well, they have a few shows. The Magician's on right now. I don't know if you've seen that.
I
it on
watched
Sci-Fi?
one episode, and I was like, this isn't Face Off.
Lost Girl, the final season's on
No,
there.
once they took the Russian off, mm-mm.
Oh.
Nope, not watching that.
I like the
asked
other
her
one
to
better.
marry me, and
Oh, yeah?
she said, who are you? And so-
I can see that.
Yeah.
Dude, no one was at her booth. I felt bad for her at Comic
Oh,
Palooza.
no, I did not.
Like, I went up and talked to her 2 or 3 times just because I
You're
thought
only
So
she
did
upset
I.
she said no.
was, hey, what's up? How you doing again?
Yeah, she called police on me. So
We usually do, too. They just show up late.
Yeah,
right,
they'll be
I
here
can
in
move
like
fast.
45 minutes.
You can move fast, at least for a short period of time.
Right?
Where's the shortest beer line? Boom, I'll get there.
Yeah, Sci-Fi's running some good programs. I like The Magicians. I've enjoyed The Expanse.
Yeah.
2 solid shows. Really happy with those.
Okay, how do
Expanse
they
I was
handle
happy
the
with.
expense? Because I'm, I know it may not seem like it, but I'm very, very science oriented. I mean, I have my doctorate in medical illustration, so it's like it's very hard for me to get into a scientific show when
It's
they
very
screw
realistic.
up scientific stuff.
They do it well. Like Gravity was done really well, like with the
Yeah.
blood and all that.
Yeah.
So,
So
when you-
how do they do the casting then? I mean, if somebody that's living up in space is obviously like if Kyle lived up in space, right?
There were no
He's
fatties
already
in space.
like a 9 foot 800-pound person. So if
Kyle
they
lived
shot
in
him up in
space, the
space,
jiggling would go
right?
everywhere.
No, I would change the orbits.
It would change the orbit. It's
But-
spinning the other direction. Get him off.
So he's already 9 foot, but now when he steps back foot on Earth, he's going to be like a 14-foot like giant.
No,
You know,
it'd be like 9
honestly,
foot 4 inches.
honestly, they didn't have a scene where they brought people back to Earth and were like,
Yeah,
hey,
they
stand
did.
up against
Yes,
this
they did.
wall,
Yeah,
or we
they
can
did.
go ahead and put a pencil mark
yeah,
where
that's how they did Tortured.
Yeah, they
they're not measuring his fucking height though.
Well, no, they're making
That's
him
exactly what we're
taller,
talking about.
Yeah, they used gravity as a weapon. So people that were used to low gravity, they would essentially put you on hooks in a high gravity situation or a normal gravity situation and just pull your body down to torture you. So it was kind of cool.
So what if you're into that? Because I can go to Numbers and watch that show every Sunday.
I've never seen that show live.
Anyway, Bozo
But
Porn
yeah,
Circus.
awesome. It was probably one of the better looking space shows. Like, you know, I used to watch Star Trek and Stargate for the space battles, Babylon 5, all those shows. You could just see stuff out in outer
And that
space.
lizard guy.
Yeah.
And
But,
that one cannon that
this
Captain
one?
Kirk made, which would never work, but hey,
It worked.
It's cool.
But yeah, it was the one that illustrated probably space best since Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Which Battlestar?
The reboot of Battlestar Galactica.
The Edward James Olmos.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's in something new. I saw his name on a headline that I can't remember.
Comic Palooza. No.
Is that what? Maybe it's just coming to a local con, but his name came up not too long ago.
I don't know. Let's go see before we just have dead air and nothing happen.
Right. It's
Right.
Kyle's turn to go back to something 15 minutes
what
ago.
was the name of the con company that you were talking about that does like the supernatural thing?
Creation or creative.
Creation. Okay.
Let me check my emails. I got one from him today, just to be certain.
Okay.
I don't see.
I want to say
anything,
creation.
Yeah, it is creation. Okay.
So,
yeah,
actually,
actually, familiar
the,
as soon as you said it. Yeah.
the J&J brothers were out at Sherwood Forest Fair last weekend. They were in Austin to just chill, and apparently Jensen Ackles is a pretty big Renfest fan. So Jennifer Shores actually got pictures of him in the top
That
hat.
was him.
That's
so
him.
I saw the top hat and I was like,
Yeah.
that guy looks
He was there last
interesting.
weekend, and they got Creations throwing the
Why didn't
Supernatural
they
Con in
kidnap him?
Vegas. Right?
But like, you
But
just drag him to
they
the
were
air?
both there, so
Nice.
um,
Should have gone.
I know, right? I'm going in 2 weeks, and they couldn't have waited until I was there.
I have a wedding in 2
No,
weeks.
because they have something in
Yeah.
Dallas that they have to go to.
In 2 weeks,
Vegas.
They're in Vegas next week. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, apparently creation, and I'm not trying to talk smack about anybody or anything, all right? But apparently, as far as purchasers of tables go,
Mhm. Oh, I think you were telling me about this last week.
oh my God!
Yeah.
All right,
They're in
I
it
am-
for themselves.
I am
100%.
so glad I did not buy tables here in Houston. Now, mind you, it had only been like maybe a 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
Set up.
Greens Point.
Boom. Done. Whatever. But yeah, they separated everybody.
I don't think you would have
and,
had the
like-
problem. I think you would have gone out and danced and made some noise and flirted a group
Oh,
of people
yeah.
to the back,
Oh,
and
God,
you
yeah.
would have herded them down there.
Oh,
It
yeah.
would have been a problem for you.
Oh,
at
no.
all.
I yell at everybody.
Yeah.
No, my work is awesome. So
I saw your supernatural stuff you're working on. I like it.
thank
like
you. Thank you. I really do
I
appreciate
haven't been on Facebook enough to look.
it. Instagram.
I went and added
Anyway.
them to the top.
No, I
I don't actually
haven't
know if
logged in.
I have followed on Instagram. I just don't use Instagram. But
Yeah,
you
that's my
posted
thing.
some pictures of the Facebooks.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only one she lets me use. Is Instagram.
For good
So,
reason.
yeah.
Because there's no words. There's just picture.
Yeah.
And
However,
pretty much-
he does
and I'm
have
like,
he has
sauce.
art supplies, so he could just write stuff down on the canvas and then take a picture.
Those paint stick frames I sent you, I tagged you on. I'm gonna make me some of those. Those look pretty sweet. Did you see them, or did she
Nick.
like them?
No, she probably liked him. I didn't see that part. Yeah.
They essentially take two
See?
paint sticks and you put magnets on them, and you tie a rope around it, and that's where you hang it from. and then you put the other ones at the bottom, and it keeps it straight, and it's a frame essentially for 4 paint sticks and some magnets.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's a little video on it. I tagged you guys on it because it might be something pretty easy to have some sitting next to there and sell them for $3 each, $4 each. So,
Or make the setup for your booth easier.
yeah, because I mean the dude just took like 6 or 10 of them and stained them, and then hot glued the magnets to them, and it was just the magnets stick at top and bottom, and the top one has a rope, and that's what you can hang your picture by. So the length of the picture wouldn't matter, and realistically the width wouldn't matter too much as long as you had enough holding it. So
Well, as long as the magnetic pull was good.
yeah, exactly. So it was kind of cool. It'd been an easy way.
So
to
Georgia, apparently they
creation.
Yeah,
Okay.
they apparently, from what I'm getting from everybody that was over there, they dropped the ball
Really?
on that one. My boy over at Impressive Inks went. Right. First of all, he didn't know he was going. All right. So the way creation goes, all right. So just in case no one knows, you go to creation, you fill out a form. They send you back a letter saying, do not even look at or sell anything that has to do with our stuff, or else we'll sue you to your grandmother's dead grave, right?
Yeah, they
And
have
then-
all
and then-
licensed stuff has to be bought
Yeah.
through them.
Right. And so after you get through that letter, then you put in all your information, and then they don't talk to you. So he actually just got back Wednesday because last weekend was the actual Atlanta show. Tuesday, they took $1,900 out of his account. So he calls the bank and was like, hey,
I need some money.
what is going on, right? And they were like, oh, well, it says here you authorized this payment. Well, he called them, and they were like, well, you filled out the form. So we just assumed you wanted to go. And he was like, well, a little notice or an email or something
Right.
would have been great because I have, taxes to pay.
So that was for getting a table set up, booth set
Oh,
up,
yeah,
essentially?
yeah. And so he
So
sells
that's
t-shirts.
twice as much as my gold membership was.
Oh God. Yeah. So, and then he has to travel. And so this is all last minute.
Oh.
Boom. He goes, they did not advertise. They didn't do anything. It's in a hotel. He's in literally, it's called the shop room. Yeah.
Is that where you go to shop?
Apparently. It's where you go to shop. And it's in the very back of the hotel behind the gym locker room.
See, now I'm wondering if there was another room set up where I was at, because there was the main area where they did all the panels, well, one big room, and then outside of that there was an L-shaped hallway that had all the booths set up on it, and then outside of that was the
So
smoke
you
pit. And I went down the hall, but they did pictures back there, and it didn't seem as if there were any other rooms,
So you think.
right?
Like and Houston, like literally, they literally took some banners down that were celebrating like Supernatural,
Yeah.
flipped them around and put Purgatory, and pointed an arrow at where they were at.
Yeah.
So it is literally luck of the draw where you're going to be on that thing. So it can make you money.
So you got to get in good with them to get a good spot.
Oh yeah.
That
yeah.
and one of the people I was talking to, the little pop figurines. They had a bunch of them, and they're like, "Well, you can't sell those until we've sold out because they're licensed, and we're selling that same thing. So keep them in your car."
What?
Yeah, it was one of Cass actually from I think Loot Crate.
So you get him high.
But yeah, they're
Is he even an angel anymore? Like I don't watch it since
he
it's
is an
not
angel.
on.
Yeah,
It's
he's
not
an-
on
he's an
Netflix
angel.
anymore. So
he's an angel. Yeah,
I mean, it might be still on Netflix.
I think it comes
but
back
I,
next
I
week,
lost.
too.
I lost interest after the second series. I was like, why can you not get smarter?
why do you do the same thing season
Over
after season?
and over.
The best is that the first 3 episodes of every season, they tell each other that they do this every season, that we need to not do it, and then the next episode they do it. So yeah,
I was like, God damn, just cast some iron brass knuckles sprinkled in like holy water, like cast the iron brass knuckles in holy water, right? That's how you cool iron after it's being forced, right? With silver inlays.
oh yeah,
Oh my God! In a hula hoop assault, you will be fucking fine, no matter what you do.
Hula hoop assault.
Yes, you could just wear it and be like, "What up? What up? What you gonna do?" Yeah, and then punch
You
him in
can
the
punch
jaw.
outside the salt. Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Oh, that hurt. Okay, I'm gonna go home now." Yeah,
You have to be really good at hula hooping, though.
You don't
Well, no,
have to.
it can be on the
You
ground
just-
as long as there's salt in it. They can't cross it.
Hell, you could hang it over your shoulder if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but
If
saying
you're
like
right-handed, you just carry the iron brass knuckles right there and just
Yeah.
be like, if they pull you, just be like.
Well, see, I think it'd be
what?
better to you can get the bigger hula hoops and then just like
Right.
run up and put it over them and drop it and be like, "What?
Oh,
what? You're
yeah.
stuck." Like,
Right.
huh?
Yeah,
You know
that could be
that
a
way
good
Like
instead
the
of
cute
you open up the
blonde.
back of the car and there's just hula hoops.
Oh, yeah,
Could be good.
filled with salt, drenched with holy water. Oh my God, seriously, like the cute blonde. What's her name? Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the cute blonde.
She's
when
dead.
Oh, I know. But
Okay.
she came back as
I
a
just wanted
ghost.
to ruin your day.
She came back as a ghost, which I was really happy about this episode.
Yeah.
She came back as a ghost, and then she was like, "I already know all these tricks. I was a hunter."
Yeah.
And you'd be like, "Really? Here's the hula hoop." She'd be like, "What?" And then trap. What are you gonna do now? I'm gonna sell your soul.
Well, she's already dead at that point. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I can
little-
still sell her soul. Because
after
she's
you
right
die,
there.
your soul goes. But yeah, no, demons don't have
She's trapped.
souls. They're
She's
there
trapped.
physically, but
Where
their
is she
soul
gonna
does
go?
not go with them when they come up.
Where
there.
is she gonna go? I have her trapped right there. I could bring anybody in and be like, "Yeah, in 20 minutes, I'll sell you her soul." Next, I'm taking the best offers for this hot blonde. What's
Right.
up?
Yeah, see, they stopped doing that in like the 1600s.
Look, if a witch floats in the river, we know to hang her.
All right,
That's
I'm out of
law.
internet. What the fuck are we talking about?
Oh, you're done with the internet now?
Yeah.
Did you reach the end?
So do you have something else to talk about now? Because we were wrapping up a conversation.
All right, we ready to go? What are we doing?
Sure.
You are the happiest radio voice ever.
Yeah. What's our time at?
An hour 15.
Oh, we're good.
What else we got?
That concluded my list, with the exception of Halle Berry being cast on Kingsman 2 as the leader of the CIA.
What?
But Kingsman wasn't great, but I like Halle Berry a lot. So
Have you seen it in slow-mo?
I didn't like it in standard speed, so I
it wouldn't
wouldn't put
have-
myself
Oh, no,
through
no,
it
no, no.
for like 6 hours.
Parts of it was cool, but like when all
Yeah.
their heads blew up and it was just like
It had its moments, but I think overall I was
like the fact that they used like fireworks for the like do 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 pow. And like everything was like pow, 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 and like in progression.
the
That's like
dumbest shit in the world. Give me blood.
that is why fireworks
that,
work.
That
at
happened. I was like, I
Splashtown.
don't know what the fuck
Like-
just happened with this movie.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
neither.
I thought that I'd like stumbled into some like trip thing. Like I was like, did I just eat a cookie that I shouldn't have? Like, it's like I don't know what happened.
But there were scenes that just
Seriously?
completely took you out of like the feel of the movie. And it would just be like a 3-minute little segue into what the fuck territory.
Yeah.
And then it would kind of come back, and it was like, I'm not sure if this movie knows what it wants to be.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the director was just sitting there and he was like, you know what?
I'm high right now
It's
and
kind
want
of
McDonald's.
it's kind of bloody, right? Unicorns and rainbows. No, wait, fireworks. Let's do fireworks. So instead of your head just having like blood pour out of your eyes,
Yeah,
it'd,
he's
be,
like-
it'd be all right.
Y'all seen
Just-
that Squatty Potty
It
commercial?
turns into the 4th of
We're
July.
gonna do that with heads.
There's a Squatty Potty commercial?
Oh yeah.
For
How
real?
else would you know about the Squatty Potty?
Yes, Squatty Potty.
I watch Shark Tank.
What? Okay.
Pull it up.
That explains. a
Where's
lot.
it at?
I will show it after.
What's that?
Shark Tank.
Yeah. Well,
Seriously? You don't watch Shark Tank?
no.
I don't have
That's
cable.
like the. You don't.
I
have
only
to
watch
be
it during
able to
Shark
watch
Week.
Because you want to be able to shuffle that deck together. Shark
How
Inception.
do you know anything about business without watching Shark Tank?
Because we're
They
just
talk
good
about-
at business.
Oh yeah, obviously.
If I'm
with all of
shitty
our
at business, I
15
don't think a
flowers.
half-hour game show is going to teach me anything.
It's not a game show.
It's not
And
really,
it's- and it's an hour.
I mean, someone does win a prize. So
Anything that you win a
sometimes.
prize on is a game show.
It's not a prize.
It's like
And-
one host away from being Price is Right.
No, it's like talking to investors.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should
Shark-
watch it once. It's not as
Yeah, if you had Tara Reid, if it was
Oh,
Shark
God.
Week and you had Tara Reid on Shark Tank, and then just Sharknadoes. Then it might be interesting.
I was thinking more of taking a tank, putting sharks in it, then dropping Tara Reid in it. Like, that would be something I would watch.
That would not work because she has the saw hand now.
Hey, look, hey, I just want to
that
take
she
this moment.
stole from Evil Dead.
I just want to take this moment to acknowledge Kyle came through on something.
It only took an hour and 20 minutes into this episode.
Sam, that's what I would want to watch. And I don't want this dumb shark. It's like
I've watched the Shark Tank.
It's like watching The Apprentice to be a businessman.
No, that's way different. Way different. If you talk about actual numbers of the supplies, they talk about where you're getting this stuff made. They talk about licensing. They talk about everything that needs to be talked about.
So everything Google can tell me.
Not everything Google.
Actually, it can because all the episodes are on Google.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I just won
All
that.
the episodes
Thanks,
are on
every
there?
single one.
No way.
Yep.
Well,
I thought they had a license.
it's the internet. If you search long enough, everything that's ever been's on there.
Actually, I was trying to find how old our Fox 26 newscaster Rita Garcia was today, and I could not
What
find
about Dominique Garcia?
anything except for the fact that she graduated in 1996.
Dominique Sachs
as
is
far as I
like
got.
in her mid-50s. Her neck is in her 30s, though.
Right? And her Botox on her forehead is in her 19s.
That's all newborn. That's all
Nice.
newborn.
Stem cells, baby.
Yeah.
I wish the government.
That's what she eats for breakfast. Stem cell cereal.
If you scared her, you wouldn't know.
One of those, huh? But that's all I brought.
No.
Now I'm trying to find Rita Garcia's age.
I'm good.
U.S. government should.
Yeah, dude, I
stay
spent like
away
30
from-
minutes earlier watching the news this morning trying to figure it out.
You're watching the news trying to figure it
Well,
out?
she's on the
you're just sitting there
news.
going, how many wrinkles?
I'm talking about age.
How many rings on that tree? How many rings on that tree? Where are you going to be? Are you taking
Permian
a hiatus
Basin.
from cons or
Permian Basin is the next one I'm going to be at.
Permian Basin?
Is that a real place?
Yes, it is.
What?
In Texas.
I'm aware of the name, but when anybody says it like that with that much basin drama, it sounds like another planet.
Let me guess. Is the headliner like Larry the Cable Guy?
No. Anyway,
But you said you haven't done a con in like 3 weeks.
I have not done a con in 3 weeks.
Because you guys you had a pretty busy schedule. Words are hard. Words are hard right now. You had a pretty busy schedule and 3 weeks off. But you've got. I mean, this has to be ramping up for con season for you.
It is very different for me because when I first started, like, we knew nothing about like going to cons, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so now is like super hard because we know it's coming up. The problem is when people run the cons, no one does it efficiently. I swear to God, if they watched Shark Tank, they would be making much more money.
God damn it! I knew that was coming.
You know what? You should go on Shark Tank to be a con organizer.
You know what? I have actually talked to Kim about it.
Oh, have you?
I have. And
We've
she's
all
like,
had that
"We are
discussion
not
about we
doing
could
that."
do this much more optimally than they're
But
doing it.
but
at
then
every
we wouldn't
con.
enjoy the cons.
Yeah,
The
then-
problem
then-
is when Shark Tank started, they were like,
Wait, Shark's Tank. I heard Shark's Tank when Shark's Tank started.
When Shark
Shark
Tank
Tank
started,
Tank started.
Got that shark.
did you
stank
have
all
one
over
too
me.
many Mike's Hard Lemonades?
I'm just picturing.
Whatever this horrible one is
Now I'm just picturing an Axe body spray commercial that happens under the sea with sharks.
Do they have the
No.
Batman Axe body spray?
Shark's Tank.
and then the nurse shark comes.
You got Shark's
Nice.
Tank.
Because he doesn't want a nurse shark.
Flip him upside down. He doesn't know what's happening. Hit him with the axe shark spray. Shark's Tank gone. All right.
Is it like what Batman has on his belt in the old Adam West ones? The shark repellent.
That's
just
bat
shark
repellent. Thank you.
Stink? No, he's shark repellent.
No.
Yes.
It is called bat shark repellent. You have to add the word bat.
No,
To
it
it.
came off the
He
utility belt and
was
it says
standing on
shark
top
repellent.
of
Didn't say
the
bat
little
shark
dinghy
repellent.
that's inside of the bay that repelled the sharks. It's called bat shark repellent. Thank you very much. Look it up. I'm right. Anyway,
Doubtful.
look it up.
Can't
I'm
find her
typing
age.
"is Sourbunny right" in Google right now.
photographic memory. I am right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Much like a J.J. Abrams show that introduces way more plot lines and never resolves them.
So
That's this podcast.
First search for Is Sour Bunny Right is Amazon.com. Sees Candle 8-ounce Sour Bunnies.
boom! See, I can burn forever.
So
I will burn you.
Here's a
number
screenshot. It
two.
just says shark repellent.
Sour
is
cream
not,
and
that
onion
would not
bunnies.
work.
Shark repellent.
Sour cream and onion bunnies.
There you go. I win.
I know, but in real world.
I think you
Now
need to
back to
tap
finding her
into
age.
the sour cream and bunny
That would
market
not
now.
I'd get better results.
It wouldn't work. Sour cream will not take away.
We're
the
searching
shark.
for bat shark spray and
Yeah.
sour cream
Yeah.
bunnies.
Play that.
Is the
play that
bat
music.
Shark
Yeah,
repellent.
we're gonna roll that beautiful song. But yeah, well,
bat shark repellent.
your next
Remember.
appearance, Permian Basin.
Permian
What date?
Basin.
You got dates?
David Yost is going to be there. It's going to be
David Yost is a date. He's a new month.
Yes, it's going to be March 18th.
Okay, so next weekend.
Next weekend.
Yeah, right after St. Patrick's Day. So you can cure your hangover by looking at pretty art.
Yeah.
I wonder how popular the Green Ranger is on St. Patrick's Day. at a
He's the
con.
Blue Ranger.
I know. I understand that. I
No,
understand that.
he's talking about the green one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's pretty popular on St. Patrick's Day.
That's probably the day
after?
he's the most popular on.
Yeah, the day after.
Not so
No,
much.
I'm not sure because he was also
That's
the
the
White
Blue
Ranger,
Ranger.
the Black Ranger, the Red Ranger, the Green Ranger.
Just he tasted the rainbow.
Yeah.
And
So
Oh,
a day
he-
after drinking, all of them come out at once.
right.
It's called the Puke Ranger.
He is the he is the skills of all Rangers. Skills. Taste
yeah.
the rainbow.
The skills. Anyway, so Permian Basin, February. That's long gone. March 18th
February.
through, I would assume, March 20th. It goes through Sunday.
Yes.
Be there through Sunday.
Yes.
Okay. So
They have a lot of VIP parties and stuff like that over there too.
and of course, you're probably planning on being at the Houston cons, whatever they decide to name themselves.
Yeah, whatever they decide to name themselves. Yes, we are. We're actually doing a debate right now on Instagram, which is one of the things we were talking about. Because the picture that I want to submit for the badges, because I won last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good badge.
Thank you. One of the pictures, she likes one and I like the other, so we put it on Instagram for people to vote.
Which one's wearing the shorter skirt? I vote for that one.
They're yeah.
No.
Mine
Sounds like you need a
Mine.
third entry.
Mine has the shorter skirt.
Oh, which one's Kate Beckinsale's? Whose choice is that?
Kate Beckinsale is going to be at
Oh, they're both her?
Comicpalooza.
Yeah.
Saturday only.
There's that one time she's crawling through the vent. That's my favorite part of the movie.
Where she's taking it doggy style.
All right.
Waiting for Chad to be like, screw you guys, music's coming on.
Dates are happening. We'll do the Facebook sharing and whatnot. And my thought is, at some point during one of the Houston conventions, if we're not running around like crazy, then we may attempt something nutty and do a live podcast from his booth just to be chaotic and just to see what the hell
Why
happens.
not?
Absolutely. You should make sure I'm there and not at the bar.
No. If we're coming to your booth, there's going to be beer, right?
Inexplicably, we'll just be there and he won't. And it's like,
Right.
oh, sorry,
No.
we just found a table and just decided
We'll
to
just
set up
do a
microphones.
giveaway while he's not there.
well, it's kind
Yeah,
of
just hey, you get some Sour Bunny
We're gonna
stuff.
pull an Oprah. You get a painting.
You get some
a
Sour
painting.
Bunny. You get some Sour Bunny.
Right. And once again,
We're gonna order some sour
My-
cream and bunny chips to
and
give
once
out.
again, my girl, the accountant, who will always be at the table, making sure the strippers, the whores, and all the fine Hooters girls that work for me,
Which would make Kids Day really interesting.
Yeah.
it has. And
He changes his booth name to Milk.
You make money like my mommy makes money.
and she goes, put that in the pile. Like, she gets like, put that in the pile.
Oh, she gets the chocolate rain voice.
Oh, yeah. She's the accountant. So she's like, put it in the pile. Don't drop it. Make sure you mark it down.
But anyway, yeah. So we'll talk more about that, and who knows? We're gonna be running around the conventions anyway.
Yep.
And we'll just see what happens. We'll see what kind of chaos we can get into with unofficial podcasts that happen on the show floor.
Yeah, we got the equipments. We should go for it.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually know, like, if we, like, totally ambush Ming, he will totally do it.
I'm confused.
I don't know who Ming is.
From Comic Book Man. Come on.
I don't watch comic book men.
Yeah, I'm in the same. But anyway, theme music. Thanks for listening.
You don't watch Comic Book Man?
Nah.
So sad.